front five are just outstanding international players by any measure. Oh, he got 4 for that. Off the glove, I reckon. So the reverse sweep working for Devon Conway, albeit fortuitously. 6 for no wicket.
Yeah, you almost thought a shot like this was coming. Getting the thick outside edge of the bat. It's the right idea. Field up on the offside. He manages to get it fine enough. And yeah, just that top spin getting away from Akeal Hosein. A good way to finish the over.
Mention of Akeal Hosein, and I wonder if they might open with him. Conway, Williamson, Butler, Markram, Klassen, Evan Jones, he can strike him. I mean, wow. The spin at both ends. So what they're saying is that when the ball is hard, try to use whatever hardness is in it to get it to spin. So the shots here are leg side, very short boundary, square, and just behind square on the leg side. Mid wicket is back, long off his back. Kane Williamson. Akeal Hosein, left arm orthodox, spinning away from, oh yeah, good shot, but no run though.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he goes, because he has got that arm ball that just drifts straight onto leg stump. He's very good with the new ball in hand, is Akeal Hosein. That one did look like it stopped a little bit.
Yeah, it's amazing the 2 opening bowling options they've gone for. This is Hosein versus DSG match 6. He's pretty good at attacking the stumps and not being too far away from the line of the stumps.
Oh yeah, you're dead right. He's good, this guy. So West Indian plays a lot of effective short form cricket for West Indies. Got a really good temperament out of Trinidad. Good stop. Riley Rousseau. See? Always athletic. Clever delivery that. I'll have a look at the replay here.
Yeah, that's exactly the delivery I was mentioning earlier on. Got such a good arm ball. Gets it to go seam up and go away, or go into a right-hander. It's a serious skill, and not much change in the action either.
It's a skill that's gone out of finger spin. You don't see many people roll it off that one finger and get it just to swing a little, swerve a little.
It's 1.5, really tidy overs so far from the spinners, but I have to pick your brain, Marty. 3 big, tall, fast men who can all bowl over 140 at the bowling, and the 2 spinners opening the bowling.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think they're going to have to go back on what they did in Durban. They've got this powerful batting lineup who really do take seam down. Almost a surprise factor of bowling the spin in Durban a couple of days ago. And same thing tonight.
Well, I feel they've done it tonight because everybody, or certainly everybody knows that you've got to take down the new ball, okay, when it comes onto the bat, so they're making that a bit harder to do with the spin. 9 for no wicket. There's a reminder, 38, 47, 50 and 33, the scores in that huge total. That's a wide, not a good ball from Sir Brian, who otherwise have been exemplary.
They have been exemplary, both Sir Brian and Akil Hussain. Not for 1 minute am I suggesting that Faf's got his tactics wrong. Pretty effective, pretty accustomed, both of them bowling with a new ball. It's just so ironic that we had the Wanderers and 3 big fast bowlers out there and 2 spinners are opening.
Oh, doesn't carry. Great bowling again. Got it in there flat. Probably saw Conway coming at him, I think.
That's what he does well, Sir Brian. He changes his pace so well. Gets the ball to drift, and yeah, it is definitely gripping. But yeah, Ash, it's almost blasphemy not to bowl a fast bowler with a new ball at the Wanderers.
That's a great hit. First ball on a slightly more inviting line and length.
Yeah, and something had to give from the openers. Conway at ease, who pulls the trigger. Convincing sweep shot, never tried to keep it down at all. Up at altitude, get underneath it. And it sails into the stands at the bowling.
Made a great sound off the bat.
Yeah, and that's the same shot that Devon Conway got out to a couple of days ago in Durban. These are the wickets that he got. So big names. See the same shot, getting it high on the bat, getting the ball to stop. Again, another sweep shot. Just look at those names he's gotten out. Conway, Williamson, Butler. Massive impact on the day before the JSK.
I mean, they really would. If you were picking the side to chase this down, you might pick them or maybe Sunrisers for the depth in the back batting. 19 on the board, 206 the target, 209 the highest score made on this ground in SA20 to win the game. More good shooting.
मेरी डबल टेक को भी लाइक करो
Classy
सब्सक्राइब
shot
कर
from
दो मेरे
Devon
चैनल को
Conway.
Yeah, one on the next side and now one on the offside. It's such a good piece of batting from Devon Conway. I think the slog sweep's almost forced Subrain to go slightly flatter, slightly quicker. Getting outside off so nicely, playing the yards really well. It's a good piece of batting from Kevin Conway.
It's interesting to watch the replay too, how still he stayed. He didn't adjust the line of his head or body at all. Three gone, it's 24 for no wicket. It's one of those nervous yawns. Sitting in the dugout, waiting to bat, wondering.
Well, you never know what Mark had been for New Year's last night, Mark, so we'll just leave it at that.
Back to Akil Hussain here, the bowler Devon Conway. We've seen reverse sweeps already.
Love that, Akil.
So when you look at that lineup, we saw that Durban lineup, Ash, and if you were coaching this side, would you go with the same batting order with basically Markram and Butler waiting in the hutch?
There's a lot of power to come at number 3, 4 and 5, and these two class players out there in the middle, pretty accomplished player, and it's hard to find any fault. But if I had to make one change, there's that arm ball again, Marty. Every time it comes out, you think it's going to be crashing into leg stump. If I had to make one change, Mark, I would have someone a little bit more explosive at the top. Yeah, as Akil was saying, rolling it from that one finger, angling in, well negotiated in the end. I'd move Williamson to number 3, and I have a bit more explosivity with Butler opening.
There is also a big intimidation factor with Butler, isn't there? I think that's probably the other point. Sue actually has had to be an interesting piece of paper last season against Durban Super Giants. Joe Vergofen with Donovan Ferreira's off spin and Moeen Ali's off spin. So we've seen this movie before, we just didn't remember it. Is this the reverse? No. Oh, straight up. Hussain wants it. Hussain catches it. The first strike. The pressure telling.
Yeah, that's all pressure from Akil Hussain. He's been on the money tonight. We saw Noor Ahmed in the first innings bowling really well. And he's doing the job, keeping the batters very, very quiet. Devon Conway almost felt the pressure. He was playing shots in the previous over, got a few away. Williamson 5 of 8 off Hussain. He felt the shot was coming, and unfortunately getting a little bit of extra bounce, hitting it straight up, and then good catch, good caught and bowled. And Durban Super Giants lose their first wicket. It's Devon Conway, he goes for 19. DST 26 for 1.
What?
Okay, well here is Jos Buttler. Listen, the thing is, he hasn't can't really spend long playing himself in. The rate now is 11 and over. I suppose the answer is players like Buttler catch that up pretty quick. But anyway, this isn't easy against class spin here. Akil Hussain is a proper crafty customer. Oh, well, there you go. What a shot to get off the mark. The option of the mark shot of the tournament for me. Brilliant from Jos Buttler.
Well, if you're wondering how he was going to play, there's your answer. First ball from Akil Hussain, slip is in. Attacking. And Jos Buttler, thank you very much. And not even to the pitch of the ball, hitting it on the way up. That is an incredibly difficult shot.
That's beautifully described, Chris. It is an incredibly difficult shot because you really have to wait and watch to see the ball bounce and turn and then hit through it. Very different from hitting a half volley. Well, that's added a further hint of intrigue. Buttler is in, folks. Don't turn off. 33 for 1.
Yeah, and he's got another 2 overs of the power play.
Change bowling.
Josh Butler has just scored more in his first ball than Kane Williamson has in the 80s face so far. Butler also has the strike. So Brian coming out of the attack and Richard Gleeson coming into the attack. He's been for hire in various franchise tournaments for a while now. He's lively, good, strong Northern Englishman. Sprints in, bowls at darn good pace. He's been around a fair while now. He's, 38 years old, and he can still get it down there at some clicks. Here we go then. Gleeson versus Butler. Butler an early winner, feeding off just that little error in line. There isn't much in it, but Butler looks up for it.
Yeah, pace on the ball in the power play will help. Didn't have to do much as Gleeson slides this one down the leg side, and Butler just tickles it down the corner. Feeds the short fine leg. Gets his first boundary along with his one maximum.
Now he thrashes one through the offside. Butler has just gave a half an opportunity, fielded diving. But Gleeson's arms were in the air, but it's a boundary, not a wicket.
Yeah, not nearly close to the bat of Josh Butler. A little bit of extra bounce from Gleeson. Josh Butler for a split second would have been a little bit nervous. Point coming across. But he had a perfect start for Butler. 1 6 and 2 boundaries in his first 4 deliveries. He's up and running.
Needed a Jonty Rhodes or an A.B. de Villiers at backward point, you know, someone with spring in their boots. Chris Morris, you'd have snappled it.
I should have moved my feet a bit better, Mark. I didn't even need the dive.
Yeah, it's a good shot. He's picked the gap. It would have taken a splendid effort to get there. Herschel Gibbs is another name you can throw in there.
Oh, Butler's out. Yep, well done, Richard Gleeson. We've won that little battle. Butler is incensed with himself, literally. He simply can't believe he's made that mistake.
Yeah, that's a massive wicket for Joburg Super Kings. Josh Butler looked like he was in the mood tonight, going for his trademark little scoop, trying to go over third man. Gleeson adjusting the line. An easy catch for Ranjani. That's a massive wicket. The dangerous Josh Butler has to go back. He goes for a quick fire 15. DSG 41 for 2. He usually steps inside and it helps it over fine leg. Got into all sorts of trouble. I almost feel a little bit unlucky that he found the edge to go straight up.
Well, I give huge credit to Richard Gleeson for following him and continuing to hit that pitch hard. That's 143k ball, you know. He's not a slow bowler. He's a cricketer I really admire. He's not intimidated, whoever the opponent. He's got a big heart. He'd always sprint in for you. I thought he was a real loss to Sunrisers Eastern Cape, but of course they replaced him with Adam Milne, who's just the most outstanding cricketer. So Aidan Markram, top class. From the other end, Kane Williamson watches. Still just 5 runs in 8 balls. Hasn't faced one for a while. A slip in place now, and this short third fielder actually just like a deep full slip. Gleeson is what I'd call a hustler. He sprints in, he's at you, he's aggressive, he's always in the game.
And what we haven't noticed about him is he doesn't shy away from a contest. As you mentioned, Mark, he's quite a passionate bowler. Absolutely love his action, love the way he steams in. At the ripe old age of 48, still bowling some serious heat.
You just added in 10 years there, Marty.
I wasn't talking about how I feel, sorry, there's 38 years old, my bad.
Yeah, certainly a passionate bowler, and you could see how much he enjoyed getting the big wicket of the dangerous Jos Buttler.
Right, Kane Williamson gets on strike eventually. Just 1 ball in this over remaining. Well, a key start ready for Gleeson to get rid of Butler. It's 5 gone now, and it's 43 for 2. Looking for live match scores, stats, news. Catch all the cricket action on Betway Scores. Available on Android, iOS and Huawei. Download Betway Scores today. There's Graham, big smile on his face. We had him on the pitch before play today. Tournament commissioner, of course, and great hero of South African cricket, as is Betway for everything that it's given this tournament. 163 needed, 90 balls, the rate of touching on 11 and over. It's going to take some brilliant batting. Jan Mulder's going to have lots of changes of pace here, because his usual pace would be a good pace to look to attack. Here he comes now, Boulder Williamson.
Bill Milner was one of those bowlers that, I'll tell you, on the speed gun, he's not the quickest, but he's quite a lot of skill. And he has developed a couple of Ks over the last 2 seasons. He has definitely picked up some pace. You almost feel this is quite a nice surface that he would like to bowl on. Wicket to wicket, top of off. That's where he lives.
No rhythm. It just happens sometimes. He's moving around the crease. He's trying to skip down the pitch, but he's just got no rhythm at the moment as Kane Williamson. We saw the importance last night, or yesterday afternoon, and Berghuis and Georges Park, the youngster, just sticking in with a partnership with David Miller.
Oh, it's a good shot. Picked it up beautifully. Poor line from Jan Mulder. And have we got one? Whoa, hang on, we have. I thought they'd got it together.
It was a very average reaction from the crowd when this ball went in. Usually we get massive celebrations. We have to take a look at this and see if it's gone. It's a good shot from Williamson, getting on that one knee, using the pace of Mulder. Now let's just have a look here. Oh, it's not clean, unfortunately. Sorry, sir. Excitement for nothing.
I didn't think so. Oh, well done. And now he thumps it through square cover, so that's much better from Kane Williamson. Just breaks the shackles a bit, gets it moving.
They're patient enough. As you say, the opportunity will provide itself to loosen the shackles, and it's back-to-back boundaries for Kane Williamson.
You have to think that he's targeted via Mulder here. He'll hate himself for missing that. They use the width so well, the modern players. They very rarely miss. For two then. Rated 10.6, 51 to win it. Henrik Klassen still to come, amongst others. Last ball of the power play. Just be a single for Kane Williamson. Given a pretty subdued start, to end up at 56 for 2 from 6 isn't bad work. So the match, the toss won by Aidan Markram. He put JSK into bat, said he didn't know enough about the pitch. He said there's been some rain around. He said, let's see how it goes. We'll do the chasing under lights later. But Joburg Super Kings came out and fired every bullet in there. Duplessis and de Villiers were brilliant. In the end, 205 for 4 after Ferreira finished the innings with, well, full gunfire as well, just like the first two. And now 56 for 2 in reply. 150 needed to win it from 84 balls. That's okay. Two power plays aren't as wildly different as you might think. 69 for no wicket for JSK, 56 for 2 for Durban Super Giants. Let's get down to the couch.
Lively atmosphere, as you can imagine, here at the Bullring on New Year's Day. What a way to start 2026. The home faithful, they're in good spirits, and so they should be. Massive total from JSK, 205 for 4. Then they go on and pick up the wickets in the power play. At the same stage, JSK 69. Without loss. Outside a man who absolutely loves the Bullring. We all know why. We know what happened in 2007. But more than that, it is the kind of environment that you have to experience at least once in your life. Very good evening, Rob.
Very good evening, Cass, and I couldn't agree with you more. The atmosphere at the Bullring is absolutely palpable, and the cricket here is always so much fun, and then the ambience and the atmosphere of the ground just makes it so much more fun and so much more exciting to play in.
It certainly does. The tactics from JSK now, Donovan Ferreira with those offs being brought into the attack to Williamson.
You know, they have gotten off to a decent start here, Cass, despite losing a couple of wickets, but they'll have to keep the momentum going. They need a boundary and over, and they need to get about 9-10 runs in order to stay in the game. Because if they lose wickets, and now they've built that little mini partnership after the loss of Joss Butler's wicket, so they need to keep this, this tempo going right now.
From JSK's perspective, they're thinking, let's get Klassen in earlier than DSG would want. Let's get him in. But this partnership's so important between Williamson and Markram.
Anytime you get a score over 200, you need partnerships, and you need partnerships more than one. You need a few of them actually. And that's when you put pressure on the opposition. There's always a lot more pressure on the bowling team, especially when they're defending the score. And you have wickets in hand at the back end. It's always going to be a good chase. You always feel the heat.
We've seen some epic finishes here at Wanderers. They run the first one hard. Think about the second. The fielding's good. Yeah, we talk about the epic finishes. We'll think about 438 back in 2006. AB de Villiers, 49 ball 100. World T20 final here in 2007. Will we see another epic finish here? DSG are going to have to bat well.
They certainly have to. Only 3 runs so far in the over. Have to minimize these dot balls that we're seeing here.
What an atmosphere.
Another dot ball. Good over by Donovan Ferreira. 59 for 2.
You're going to keep going, don't you? Because if you have a look at that required run rate, it's already 11 points at 3-1. So every over, it's going to be tough. It really, really is going to be tough. 59 for 2 after 7. It's a strategic timeout.
Did she win anything?
Back live at the Bull Ring at the Wanderers in Johannesburg. It's cooled down a bit, but still a really pleasant atmosphere. You may see some empty seats there, but there's a festival of cricket happening around the cricket, so lots of people walking around, meeting some mates, but largely everyone's attention is on this epic encounter. Durban Super Giants against Joburg Super Kings, who are on a roll in this competition early on in the Betway SA20. Picked up a win against Victoria Capitals and Centurion, and then a bonus point win in Durban against DSG. So they're second on the log, and DSG so desperate to be able to pick up points here tonight.
Yeah. They will need to get points here tonight. Everyone's actually running away with it, and everyone's in the game.
Sunrisers Eastern Cape have been flying. It's a wonderful unit down there. They're so good at building good team culture very quickly.
Oh, Lucky.
this is a good read from Faf du Plessis here. It's known that they need 11 runs and over. So bring your best bowler on, because push them a little bit more to not play aggressive cricket. Build the pressure on them. Hopefully try and get a wicket here. Peg them back even further.
Years gone by, it was such a true surface, wasn't it? Things have changed a lot. It's not as easy to bat over wonders anymore. And with both sides having match-winning spinners, it makes your job even more tougher as a batter.
Yeah, you got to get in these kind of games. You got to become almost one with the wicket, understand what the wicket's doing, understand the turn, the bounce of the wicket, see how it's playing, keep rotating the strike. You can't have that dot ball option, especially when you're chasing down a big score.
You almost feel as though rotation of strike isn't prioritized enough in T20 cricket. You have so much hacking at the ball, trying to get the big shots, but playing percentage cricket, really being able to be switched on to those misfields, being able to capitalize where you can. Trapped on the crease. That's given out. Lauren Artenbach lifts the finger. Oh, Kane Williamson, he's not so sure. Hussain knows he has his man.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very sure. Akeal Hussain doing the job that he was brought on to do by Faf du Plessis. Get us a wicket here. Peg DSG back a little bit more. And Kane Williamson is walking back. DSG lose number 3. JSK right on top.
Yeah, the crowd is going absolutely ballistic. It's a massive wicket, and from the man who knows exactly how to take wicket, Akeal Hussain.
Watch that ball. There's an arm ball. And bowled beautifully in line with the stumps. And not a difficult decision for Lauren. Williamson has to go. DSG are 61 for 3 now.
JSK right up top. Wickets early was always going to be a challenge for DSG, no matter how far and how deep they bat. But here's one of the best white ball batters in world cricket, Heinrich Klaasen, in at 5. 2 balls to go in the 8th over. A required run rate of 11.76. The stage is set for a heroic performance.
If they need a hero now, this man is the one who can do it for DSG.
The thing with Akeal Hussain is so good at building pressure with dot balls, and then he grabs the wicket right at the right time.
Oh, look at that ball. Akeal Hussain was known to be someone who turned the ball away from the batter too much. He bowled the arm balls really well, the swinging arm balls as well with the new ball, but now he's getting the ball to turn away as well. Oh, you can see him putting the revs on that ball. Getting right on top of it. He's bowled a very clean over, given only 2 runs away. A 61 for 3 after 8.
Master tactics from Faf du Plessis out at Kingsmead 2 days ago. Started with spin from both ends, knowing very well that Conway and Williamson would want pace on. Then Donovan Pereira gives the gloves over to Matt de Villiers, bowls them off, he gets the wicket at Klaasen. So there's a real duel between these two teams. Ooh, I wonder how many foam balls in that Suzuki. Have you taken a guess there?
I've actually taken a shot at that. I've said 828. I could be way off mark.
Well, guess what? You guess it right. You get to walk away with a Suzuki Swift. You're winning all round, not just your team winning on the field. You get to win as well if you get to take part in some wonderful competitions. Those off the ground, those on TV. Yeah, you're winning always with Betway SA20. Down! Uppishly played, just out of reach of the fielder.
GSK are all over DSG at the moment.
Young Faf du Plessis throwing himself around like a kid.
Loves diving, doesn't he?
He certainly does.
He landed hard on that elbow of his. I still remember he's not as sprightly as he used to be.
Well, they're right on top of DSG at the moment. And if they're able to restrict DSG to 164 or less, they walk away with a bonus point win. So you spoke about Akil Hussain being brought back in. They are really trying to stifle DSG now.
Yeah, and they're absolutely doing that. They're strangling DSG here. And run rate's gone up to 12.3 in just a matter of 2 overs.
They all go up this time.
Oh, is it pitching outside the leg, Cass?
Everyone's swarming. They're having a chat. Important moments in the match.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for an LBW decision. Given not out. I've checked the feet. It's a fit delivery. Can you start the front one? Ball appears close to back and clutch. Can we have outer edge when ready? No, that's not the right one, definitely.